From up here, it's easy to forget that down there, the energy, the history, the art are bursting from every corner of the city. I was here to see and experience as much of Florence as I could. Not only that, I was here to capture the essence of this crazy, historic city for my upcoming photo book. But there were a few problems. We were delayed, so we only had a day and a half in the city. And, to be honest, my head is far too easily turned by wine and pasta. You're sorted? I'm gonna have to get dressed up now. It was already late afternoon when we'd set up camp, so our first mission was to find our way into the city and to get to the viewpoint of Piazzale and Michelangelo, which I was banking on being the best spot for some real moments. So we jumped on the nearest bus to our campsite in Piazzale and headed into the city. By the way, if you hear this sound, then it means I've taken a shot that I deem book-worthy. So hopefully we'll hear this a little more throughout the video, or else we're all kind of screwed. As you can see, my style is kind of street photography, and I use a lot of movement throughout my work. Although, let's be honest, none of these were great, which can easily put you in a negative mindset while shooting, but I pushed through and kept going like the brave soul that I am. There we go, the first possibly book-worthy shot. Only took half the day. It's well good. With the sun quickly sinking, we made our way up to the viewpoint. There always seems to be a few really good moments at a viewpoint. Everyone's guard is down, they're in a good mood, the light is right, and people are moving. This could be one of my favourite shots from up here. There are so many things going on. The man pointing in the midground, the Cathedral of Santa Maria del Fiore in the background. For me, this flows really well. Perhaps the only thing I'd want to be different is if the cathedral was in the middle of the gap between the trees. I'd say our first evening in Florence was a success. I mean, any evening where I don't fall asleep at a bar in the middle of ordering a drink could be described as a success by comparison. So it's a very low bar. The next day, we had a completely different plan. To walk the couple of miles down from Piazzale and into the city, hopefully seeing a bunch of different things along the way, and eventually making it to Palazzo Vecchio.
Forgotten it, yeah, old Frozen.
What a day. What a life. This is one of my favourite things to do in a new city, especially when we haven't got much time. And as a strong walker. And as a strong walker, it means I can explore and see a ton of different spots. You were looking all depressed then.
No, I'm fine.
You better be farmer in Florence, mate. Can I pet that dog? Separately, these photos are pretty boring, but as an absolute stroke of luck, I took a picture of the bike while it was intact, and then I came back through and it had been absolutely clattered. As a side-by-side, I love it. It's like me pre-lockdown versus me post-lockdown. We finally reached Palazzo Vecchio, which could have been a bit anticlimactic, but I did get this shot, which might have been a bit more satisfying if the guy was stood maybe one step to his left, but still. I think the element I love the most is this L shape the man creates with his arms. It makes him seem kind of vulnerable, but also in terms of shape, it kind of mirrors the shape of the doors and windows. Not long after this, we headed back up to the campsite, where we basically just made food and hung out.
Getting the bits and bobs ready for tea time, eh?
What are we having again?
Veggie burgers that I bought 3 days ago. Hopefully they're alright.
They look good. Coonad special.
Conads, get your conads out. My tomats. Oh, alright.
Careful, I'm wearing white shorts.
For such a short stay, Florence was class. And staying up at the campsite in Piazzale was really beautiful. I think the search for bookable shots was a pretty successful one. And along the way, we learned that my ankles are pretty much made of elastic, and you shouldn't leave your bike out on the street if you want it to be the same shape when you come back. This one's been a lot of fun, but it's only a very small part of a very big European tour. So if you did enjoy this one, then you should definitely go and have a look back through some of my other videos and go and take a look. I've got Portugal, I've got Spain, and I've got a whole lot more coming up soon. Now, I don't ask for too much in this little life of mine, but if you would like to subscribe, then that would be a cool thing for you to do. Take care. I hope you enjoyed it.